Oh, hey everybody, what's going on? It's your Dungeon Master Chris here. Just chime in, give you some updates, and say sorry about last week's episode, or the lack thereof. Rochelle and I were on vacation, and then we had some trouble getting things scheduled up so we could record, and now we are back. But just to let you know, if you head over to NerdSloth.com and click on store, your t-shirts are going to be $13 and everything else up to 35% off on June 23rd through the 27th. Thanks to our partners over at TeePublic. So if you haven't picked up any Party and Peril merch or NerdSloth merch, now is a really good opportunity to do it. And while that sale is going on, Saturday, June 26th in the AM, Joseph and I are beginning our 24-hour stream over on Twitch, ending in the AM at midnight on Sunday the 27th. So we're hoping you'll pop in at some point and join us over on Twitch. That's going to be twitch.tv/NerdSloth. Give us a follow and hang out with us for a bit as we play video games and drive each other crazy over a 24-hour period. What's not to like about that, right? Okay, so as of last episode, the Hellmates arrived in Kolvestir to learn about the 3 artifacts they've been asked to collect for themselves at the behest of their new master, Necrolancer. While in the port city, Lilith found herself a deadly new perfume. Lynn purchased a small bag after threatening to murder the store owner, and Wazlo traded his fingernails for a new robe. They found the tiefling merchant, Sekiros, at the White Cap, who gave them details on where to begin searching for the artifacts. With their first destination in mind, Lilith attempted to lure Sekiros to bed when they were interrupted by a couple of very angry pirates Lilith had almost killed with her perfume earlier. Let's get started.
The world of Alurin, a land promising adventure, treasure, and glory at every turn for all the many, many heroes that inhabit it. From the far reaches of the frozen fjords to the sweltering jungles of Ishtka, opportunity awaits for all those brave enough to seek it. And, wait, who are you?
However, we are not the heroes of this tale. So welcome to the Party in Peril Villains Campaign.
All right, I'll teach you to spray your stink on the Cleaver brothers.
Cleaver siblings.
But they don't have the same ring to it. Prepare to die, Scales! As much as fun as this looks, you know I have to be impartial because of my reputation. Sorry, my love, it would have been a pleasure to stay and watch, but I cannot appear to be choosing sides. Once you are done, look for the smaller merchant ships on the north docks. There you can find passage across the Iron Sea to Uzavar. May we meet again soon, my goddess. Sekiros smiles at you and a little twinkle shines on his perfectly white teeth as he slightly bows to you, Lilith, and also the pirates. And then he gingerly begins making his way out of the tavern. And one of the pirates looks very confused as to all the formalities and pleasantries and just says, enough with the chatting. Let's get to bleeding.
I think I watch and see how this goes first, because, I know Lilith has the ability to take on these 2 guys.
I'm confident in Lilith's abilities, but yeah, I'm just gonna hang back and watch too for now. If she needs us,
yeah,
we'll know.
We're ready.
Right.
We have a sign. It's a
boy.
caca.
Well, Lilith, now with your full attention on these 2 siblings, you see that it's a male and female half-elven duo with very leathered-looking skin and ratty brown hair hanging down in strands and clumps full of seaweed and mud. Each have a hook replacing one hand. And in the other, the male wields a long chain with a spiked iron ball at the end. And the female pulls forth a small hand axe from her belt. And that belt is also decorated with many more small axes going all the way around it. So it's time for you, my friend, to roll initiative.
15.
Lilith, even though these two were the first to initiate battle with you, you are much faster with your serpentine body, much quicker than them, and you are the first to make a move. What do you do?
I will offend them. I will use my words. I don't appreciate the Cleavage brothers trying to cock block me. Both of you will pay. So
It's Cleaver, not Cleavage. Oh, come on. You know, it was bad enough that people talk to us like this all our life, and then we get in a fight with you, you do the same thing. No respect. This is why we fight.
I think I'd like to spray a little bit of, use some of my poison spray, but like next to them, and so that they could see how its acid can affect.
Okay, so you're trying to spook them. You're not trying to like injure them at the moment.
Right.
Then you're gonna need to roll intimidation.
Okay. 14.
The male pirate is like, I don't like the looks of that now. Maybe we picked on the wrong snake, maybe. And he starts backing away a little bit. The female slams an axe down on the table nearest, and she's like, no, she sprayed that shit in our faces, made our eyes bleed. There's no way we're backing down now, brother. Where's your balls? They're swinging here still, I promise. All right, we fight, I guess. He's going to swing his chain thing at you, his ball and chain. Oh. And he misses. Okay, he misses. He swings and the chain flips around and the ball almost hits his sister, who nimbly dodges out of the way. And she's like, what the bleeding fuck is wrong with you? Attack the snake!
Any comments made by Len at this point are to Wazlo as they watch.
Okay.
He's an idiot.
This is fun.
God. Okay, and so being thrown off, fucking shit, being thrown off from the ball almost hitting her, she throws an axe towards Lilith, which completely misses and embeds itself in the bar next to her. Lilith, it's your turn again. God damn it.
Who exactly are they fighting? The bar?
I think since I'm gonna use the brother as a little punching bag, since he's gonna get the whole shit end from both sides. So I'm gonna do an unarmed strike and hit him.
Okay.
So 19 for my unarmed strike.
Oh, that hits.
Let's see. And then
That's
I
a
roll.
hit.
Okay, let's see. So it's 1d4 plus 4, so 3 plus 4, 7.
Ouch! Oh, dude, since when do snakes have hands? Instead of using his chain first this time, he's gonna attempt a multi-strike here. He's gonna use his hook hand first and he's gonna try to hook you with that one first. See how he does. What's your AC?
17.
Well, that misses. He swipes at nothing. Then he's like, well, fuck. And then he swings his chain. And then the chain actually finally fucking does something and hits you. God, Jesus. All right. Now I gotta find the right die.
How much does a chain damage?
Let's see. The one. That's not the one. 8. There it is. Oofta. There's something north for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so he misses with the hook with his left hand, but he swings that chain. It wraps around you and then slams into your rib cage that I'm assuming you have because you are semi-humanoid.
Yes.
And the spikes batter you for 8 damage.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 11 damage. My bad.
Ooh.
It's that plus 3. Yeah, my bad.
Ew, that looked like it hurt, but I'm not too worried. Lilith likes chains.
Yeah. It hits you, and then he swings it back so that it wraps around his arm, and he gets ready for another strike on his next turn. The sister grabs another axe, and she's going to do her own multi-attack as well. And she throws a hand axe at you. The first one misses. She throws another. That also misses. She's very bad at everything she does. She throws a third one, and that one finally hits. Let's see. This one lands in your tail. 4 damage. It just nips the tip of your tail.
I just finished shedding.
Oh, she's pissed.
Yeah, it's getting better.
I will use my flurry of blows. Okay, it says after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Oh boy.
So that means 3 strikes total?
3 strikes total.
Damn.
All right.
Ooh, she's about to blow them so hard.
The orc barkeep behind the bar goes, "Phrasing."
Wazlo knows what he said.
All right, so I'm going to aim for the brother first. 10.
10 does not hit.
Going to try again. Maybe I just... See? 17.
Hits.
7.
7 damage.
Yes. And then I'm going to swing towards the sister for my third strike. 21.
Oh, that absolutely hits. Holy crap.
8.
Nice. The brother's like, "Oh, that sucked." That was not fun. He's going to attempt to move past you to get to the other side. That does mean you will get an opportunity attack on him real quick. So, if you want, you can roll to make another attack against him as he tries to get behind you.
Sure.
So for unarmed attacks, like, would like if she did like a tail whip, would that be just considered the same thing?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to whip my tail. Tell you for how much. Ooh, nat 20.
Oh, shit. Okay, what is
Yeah.
the full amount of damage you would do on that? And then also roll regularly and add it all together.
16.
Holy shit.
With her tail.
How dare they strike me?
The brother's like, "Oh, that might not have been worth it." It's still his turn, but that was like he's really reconsidering what his plan is right now, but he's still gonna try. That might have been a bad move. But so what he's gonna do is he's gonna try to grapple you from behind after reeling from that huge blow you just gave him. He is bloodied, by the way. But he's gonna try to grab onto you, but you're gonna have a chance to get out of it. So what I want you to do is do a strength roll. So roll your d20 and add your strength modifier to it. We'll see what happens. He's gonna try to grapple you.
12.
With your tail, you're just batting him backwards, just kind of like holding him at bay, like a little, like putting a hand on a child's forehead. Like, nope, can't reach me, can't reach me. So it amounts to nothing. His sister grabs 3 axes once again, and she's ready to toss those axes at you. Let's see. Oof. All 3 axes are going to connect. That's a total of 14 damage.
Maybe we should step in.
Yeah, that's about the right spot. All right.
Okay, as the 3 axes slam into Lilith's abdomen and she's starting to bleed, Wazlo and Lynn enter the ring. So I need the 2 of you to roll initiative and see where you're gonna fall in order.
1.
11.
Yeah, I just gotta like flare my face straight at them and look them in the eye like, where are you two?
She didn't say the magic phrase, but maybe we should help anyway.
I want to get my hands on that bitch with the axes.
Wazlo just wants to burn something.
Okay, so with you 2 joining the fray, we'll have you, we're gonna go to the top of the round, and then as you guys rolled in, then we will have you join. It's Lilith's turn right now.
I'm gonna use my short sword
Okay.
to attack the sister.
Okay.
Roll that. Oh no, crit.
Wait, crit fail?
Yeah, I got a 1.
No.
Oh. Okay. So as you go to attack the sister, she has an action that she can take to just dash or disengage right out of the way. So you lunge forward with your sword several feet, and she just steps right out of the way, and you embed your sword right into the table next to her. It is now the brother's turn. He's going to try to get up behind you and try to grapple you one more time. So go ahead and roll your strength again.
5.
All right. He is able to get his arms around you, and he now has you in his grasp for at least until your next turn. But that is his move for this turn, is he has you grappled. Wazlo's turn.
Okay, so if I were to attack the brother, would I be at a disadvantage or something because he's grappling her, or what's the situation with that?
No, you'll be fine so long as if you don't get like a crit fail, Lilith is going to be fine.
Challenge accepted. Okay, so I think...
Unless you do something that's like an area effect, then that might be a problem.
Right. No. I just wanted to do like a firebolt.
Okay.
So that'll just... And it's a cantrip, so that'll just be a direct spell aimed just at the brother.
Okay.
Yeah, let me roll for that and see what I can get. 17.
That hits.
So 7
Okay.
damage.
7 damage.
Let go of her! Firebolt!
I'm not holding a fireball. Ow! Oh, why'd you light me on fire?
You know what Wazlo meant.
Okay, so with this, you two joining the fray, the sister's gonna turn her attention to you, Wazlo. All right, she's gonna attempt to toss some axes Wazlo's way.
Wait, how does she get? Did she pull them out of Lilith's abdomen, or does she just have unlimited axes?
She has tons of axes all around her.
all right,
her
all right.
waistband.
Just checking.
Yes. Wazlo, what's your AC?
17.
Dang.
After that Robe of the Magi I got, it really helped out because it uses my dex instead of strength
that's true.
for AC.
Well, one of those, 2 of the axes miss, 2 of them embedding themselves, one in the floor to your right, the other against the table to your left, and you can hear the bartender across the way say,
Are you gonna clean this up later, or is that me?
and then the third one does slam into your foot, because, whatever. And that's gonna hit you for, because whatever. It's gonna be 5 damage, you little goblin.
Whoops.
Ah, come on. Wazlo was after your brother.
Len's turn.
Okay, so can I do... All right, since I'm still like way over there and her attention is focused on Wazlo, can I do a sneak attack?
Yes, you can.
Yes. I'm gonna do a sneak attack. She's gonna fly over with her 2 daggers and try to slash at the sister.
Okay.
16.
16 hits. Okay, so roll your damage and then add your sneak attack damage to it.
13.
13 damage.
So she goes up and she just slashes right at the kidney. She sinks one into the kidney and aims the other one for her neck.
Oof. So the sister is bloodied.
That'll teach you to throw an axe at Wazlo.
With that said, top of the round back at Lilith. Before you can try to do an attack, you have to see if you can get out of the brother's grasp. So you're going to roll your strength once again.
18.
All right. You are able to wiggle your tail up in there and then bust free of his grip, knocking him back a few feet. So you are now free from the brother's grasp. What do you want to do?
I will again use my short sword. This time I will whip around towards him so that he can stop jumping on my back. So I'm going to roll for that. 17.
That hits.
That hits him, and that will hit him for 7.
All right. After that hit, he's going to run back a few feet and jump behind the bar next to the bar, the barkeep who's looking a little confused here, and he's gonna attempt to get himself a little bit of cover here. Wazlo, your turn.
I was gonna see if I could like pick up the axe that landed or that hit my foot and
Sure.
try to throw it back, but throw it at the brother.
Okay.
But what does that take roll wise? Because I don't want to do it if I suck so badly at it that I can't do it. But if I could do it, that'd be really cool.
Okay. I would let you try. But yeah, I'm gonna require you to do a dexterity roll to do it, and I'm gonna have a number in my head that you're gonna have to hit. And if you don't do it, it's gonna be kind of a wasted attack.
Oh, now
Okay.
I'm nervous because
Just say the number's probably 20.
But I mean, you can always use a bonus action after the fact if you don't make this regular attack. So
all right, yeah, I'll try for the heck of it.
okay.
So
So go ahead and narrate what's going on.
So Wazlo looks down at the axe and he gets the bright idea in his head. He's like,
Wazlo bets he can throw this axe too.
and he picks it up and I want to just roll first to see if I can even hit with it. Then I'll narrate post that.
Go ahead.
Oh, never mind. That one hit
What'd you
even
do?
if it was. No,
What'd you do?
don't worry about it. It was
No. You gotta you give me that number.
No, it was a 6 total.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it that's a no.
Yeah. So Wazlo picks the axe up and he tries to throw it, but somehow it goes behind him and it's like, oh well.
It lands
All
behind
right.
you, and it almost hits the table of goblins that are about 15 feet behind you. And you kind of get their attention. They stop their conversation and they turn around and start staring you down.
Sorry. Look, it was hers. Look at all the axes she has. Unlimited axes.
They start looking at her, and she's like, "What? No, it's not me. It was."
Can I do a deception or a charm or deception to convince them that it was definitely her and she had malice intent, like she's trying to pull them into it?
Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
There we go. 18. Well, that, and then I'll add on top of that.
Okay.
No, it was definitely her. She's just trying to pull the whole bar into this. She's gone crazy. She must be drunk or something, but she's a wild card. She's got so many axes. You may want to jump in and help us take her out.
The lead goblin at the table, the largest looking one, turns around and starts talking to his other two again, and then they all kind of seem to nod, and they jump off the table, and they all run over towards the sister, who starts chucking axes at them, yelling obscenities, and they chase her right out of the White Cap bar.
Yes.
Well, that takes care of that.
Len's turn.
So the sister is gone, and now all that's left is the brother, who's in the distance, right?
Yep. Yeah. So the brother is he's taken up residence kind of behind the bar a little bit. He's gotten himself a little bit of cover, jumping over the bar, and there's a few barrels. So he's got almost full cover on his right side, and about 3/4 cover, directly in front. So he's got quite an advantage to himself right now.
I'm gonna use a cause fear spell.
Luckily, he beats it.
I ain't afraid of no pixies.
It didn't even hit him.
That's why I'm not afraid of them.
And now it's Lilith's turn.
So Lilith is very much in rage and is towards him. Yeah, whips around towards him. I will slither on my way, and as I'm slithering, I'd be like, you may not be afraid of pixies, but you should definitely be afraid of me. I'm gonna extend my arm to do a little poison spray. 13.
13 does not hit.
Damn it!
He does a little somersault, rolls out of the way of it, and he's like,
Oh, man, that was lucky of me.
Well, I imagine because he's still hurt, it's like one of those little kid tumbles.
Yeah.
He's like, "Ugh."
Yeah, slow tumble.
he's breathing heavy.
Like,
Just bleeding everywhere.
You do know your sister's gone, right?
Wait, I did not notice that. Oh, thank you very much for pointing that out to me. All right, that gives me a plan.
He moves over and he grabs onto the bartender real quick. and he puts his hook up to the bartender's throat. And he's like,
All right, this is what we're going to do now. You, all three of you, leave this place. Leave me alone, or I slit his throat right here.
Really, a hostage situation? That's how you want to play this?
Yep, that's how I want to play it.
We don't even know him.
What? Well, yeah, but it's a hostage situation. This normally works, right?
Maybe with heroes. Have you noticed that we're not the heroes?
But you're a pixie.
So what?
Oh, well, sorry, was that racist of me?
Maybe a little. Specious.
I want to do a Tides of Chaos on my spell. So this is once per long rest, you can gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw before you regain use of this feature. DM can have you roll Wild Magic Surge table after you cast a first level or higher spell, and then regain the use of this feature. So, yeah, let me do that, and let me throw a Chaos Bolt at him.
okay.
Oh, yes. 24.
Oh, that is gonna hit. That's a nasty hit.
Well, since I used Tides of Chaos, let me roll again since I have advantage. So it's gonna, just in case it's a nat 20 or something. It was not, don't worry about it. Okay,
that's a nasty hit. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I do that, and then let me roll the damage from it. Okay, so I did 10 total damage, and it's gonna be lightning damage.
Okay.
You may not fear a pixie, and you may not fear a Yantai, but you should fear Wazlo.
And then he just holds his hand out and does basically force lightning at the brother.
Perfect. Okay, so the lightning bolt hits the pirate brother right in his metal hook hand. And the electricity just blows right into it and sends him flying backwards across the bar into the mounted stag head and impales him against the antlers right at the back. And he's left hanging there, his body just drooping, and he squeezes his last breath out as he dies.
That was cool as shit.
Wazlo picks up like just anything he can find that's like microphone shaped. Like we'll say he picks up a candle off the table, holds it out, and just drops it.
The bartender says,
Can you pick up that candle, friend?
Oh, yeah, yes, sorry. Just, it was for
Thank
effect.
you. Got it. Thank you for saving me, I guess. Cool. You guys can stay here and rest if you like for all that, but please help clean up your mess.
Do we get free drinks like forever now?
No.
Oh.
You kind of made a mess of my bar.
Yeah, to be fair, we didn't start the fight. That was those other people.
Well, to be fair, they're not here to clean it up, so.
I'm gonna go rest.
On an unrelated note, do you happen to buy throwing axes? Because Wazlo has plenty to sell.
No, I sell fish and ale, so no, I don't buy axes.
Wazlo doesn't know if saving you is worth it.
Can someone get this half-elf off of my deer head over here? This is gross.
Consider it a trophy on our behalf.
That's not the kind of trophy I need here.
It could probably deter some other people from trying to cause trouble and making a mess.
I feel like it's gonna send the wrong sign, but fine, whatever. You just get out of my bar or something, please. Just go upstairs and take a snooze or something, and then leave.
Len's already walking.
No free drink.
I don't see why we couldn't take a long rest.
Long rest, yeah.
Right. Wazlo walks up to Lilith. He's like,
Hey, sorry Wazlo didn't jump in sooner. He thought this was going to be your epic moment where you take them both out in one fell swoop, but once he saw blood, he decided maybe it was time to step in.
I will speak to you after I rest.
That was a really cool tail whip, though. He's going to have a tail to tell later. Right? Is Wazlo right?
The barkeep just goes,
Please get out, please.
Fine.
and Wazlo starts heading upstairs.
you guys go up and you end up resting for the night. And then the next morning, you come back down and you can see that most of the bar's been cleaned up. There's a few gouges still in some of the tables and the floor and stuff. The stag head that's mounted on the wall has been cleaned up for the most part, but every once in a while you might notice a few little specks of red here and there around the area. But for the most part, not too bad. Not too bad. The orc keeping the bars still looks looking a little just basically annoyed, but nothing unusual for him.
Lynn just kind of looks at the barkeeper. It's like, "Hey, barkeeper tender. I don't really know what to call you. What do you got in for breakfast? Any bit of breakfast for us?
Fish.
Is it good fish?
It's fish.
Do you cook it?
Nope. It's fish.
I'll stick to my rations."
Got it.
Wazlo will take fish.
Got it. 10 silver.
Oh, Wazlo was not sure he wants to pay for fish. He thought he thought you were offering. Never
No.
mind.
10 silver for fish.
5 silver.
Half a fish.
He like chops the fish in half and he says,
Head or tail?
Tail?
he throws the the top half on the ground and leaves the bottom half there and slides it over to you across the bar. Just the bottom half of the fish with the tail on it.
5 silver.
4 silver.
He cuts another piece of it off.
All right.
4 silver.
Deal.
Okay, it's mostly bones, but yeah.
Wazlo feels like he's gotten away with something. Like he's gotten a great deal.
Or it's just like the fins of that little tail where there's no meat in it, just that.
Yeah,
mix.
it's mostly that and bone, and there's like not a whole lot of meat. in
Yeah.
there, so
As he's chewing through it, like you see his gums start bleeding. He's like, "Yes,
Master negotiator.
I would like to go to the merchant ships or head to the docks. I don't know how
Okay.
the rest of
Yeah,
the
we'll
team
head to
feel
the-
about it.
I think
Yeah,
we head
that's
to the
fine.
docks.
All right. So exiting the White Cap and glancing around, you see that you're in a more centralized part of the city of Kolvastir, kind of along the coast. So there's 2 large set of docks that wrap around and push out to sea, one to the north and one to the south. So you begin heading north, as Sekiros mentioned, towards the merchant ships that would be heading towards the area of Hammerfall. As you are walking along and just kind of smelling the salty air and hearing all of the merchants around the area loading their wares and lots of people just kind of moving about as the city kind of wakes up and starts getting ready for the day, a small kobold child is kind of running up from behind and kind of bumps into your group a little bit. And I need everybody real quick just to do a quick dexterity saving throw.
20. I didn't roll a 20, but I got a 20.
16.
Okay. And Wazlo?
oh sorry, 11."
11. Okay. So as he makes his way, he accidentally bumps into Wazlo before kind of shaking it off a little bit, and then he keeps running a little bit ahead of you guys. Wazlo, can you roll a perception real quick?
8.
8. Okay. Everything seems fine. You keep moving on forward towards the northern docks.
I suspect everything's not fine.
As you are approaching, you're seeing that a lot of the northern docks are unfortunately fairly bare. There's not actually a lot of ships there. There's a couple really large ones there, like big galleon type ships full of what looks like people that would be heading for one of the crown cities, like Azure Hall or Daggerforge.
I'd like to use my insight for passive wisdom.
Okay. You're going to use your passive insight? Okay.
Yes.
So you won't, if you're going to use your passive, you won't have to roll. Just tell me what your
Okay.
passive is.
15.
15? Okay. Looking around, you do notice a smaller kind of merchant, like a sloop, like a real small merchant vessel. And on that, you see a turtle, like a middle-aged turtle, carrying a crate up a ramp. and you've got a good feeling about this one, that this is probably more your guys' speed, and noticing that a turtle is a lot more of a neutral kind of culture out of all the other merchant ships that look out here. Not a dwarf, not a dragonborn. This is probably way more palpable for you guys.
It's a turtle, like a tortoise, like a turtle.
Yep. So a turtle is like
man,
a turtle, like a tortoise kind of person. He's like a humanoid turtle kind of dude. So he's like a big, like, we'll say about like 6 foot, very heavy set, desert tortoise looking man, big, rocky looking shell. Like I said, kind of middle aged. So he's got very scaly, but kind of a little bit of wrinkled skin here and there, like especially around the eyes, a little bit of a beak to his mouth, a very long neck that kind of droops and sags a little bit. And he's just kind of very slowly carrying a crate up the ramp onto his small little sloop of a ship.
All right. I would like to slither towards him.
Okay. He's going to look down and notice the three of you, and he's going to say, "Oh, hey, how's it going?"
Oh, my cold-blooded friend. You
Yeah.
are my equal.
Oh, we're equals. That's cool. What you doing, friend?
We are in search for a ship to send us to Hammerfall.
Oh, that's cool. I've got a ship. I'm on it right now. That's weird, right?
Yeah, that's cool. Are you going in the direction of Hammer?
Whoa! What are you? You're really small.
I'm a pixie.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it is. Are you going in the direction of Hammerfall?
Where?
Did I say it right? Hammerfall.
Oh, I'm going to go to Hammerfall. Is that close?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to be going that way.
Can we come with you?
Oh, I mean, I guess. Sure thing. Yeah, I've got a little crew that can get you there. Do you guys got any cash or anything? Or, you know what? And he looks over and he sees Wazlo and he's like, "You look kind of familiar. I can't place you, though. But I like the look of your face, friend. Yeah, you guys can just hop aboard."
Wazlo just has one of those faces, he supposes.
Wazlo, huh? My name's Marc. How's it going, friend?
Oh, hi, Mark.
It worked! It worked! The joke totally worked. Thank you so much.
How hard did you work on that? Have you been anticipating that this entire session?
I was just hoping that somebody would say, "Oh, hi, Mark." I was really hoping for it. I'm really glad it happened.
Oh, goodness.
How's your sex life? No.
You're tearing me apart.
You're tearing me apart. Hey, if you guys don't mind grabbing a few more of these crates, if you could each maybe try to grab one and bring it aboard, that would be great.
I'm going to pass.
Well, yeah, you're a little small for that, I guess. If the other two could grab a crate each and bring it up, that would be great. We can get on our way.
Yeah, Lilith can probably grab 2.
Sure. Be careful, though. These, the contents can be pretty dire.
How heavy are these crates?
Yeah, we'll say they're 10 pounds.
Okay, so Wazlo goes up and grabs one, and then has Mage Hand going on behind him, so it's kind of carrying it. Well, I don't know, where do I want it? Maybe like carrying it beside him, sort of just like a translucent blue hand carrying it.
Got
too.
it.
Am I able to like tie to like one on each side of me?
Sure. Yeah, you can grab 2, one on each side. This is what I'm going to have the 2 of you do, though. I am going to have both of you do a quick let's see. I'm going to let you do either, you can choose whether you do athletics or acrobatics, but I'm going to have you do a check of one of those two, whichever's highest for you guys.
Acrobatics for me.
Same.
Okay.
Do it now.
Yep. Go ahead and roll.
19.
16.
Okay, cool. As you guys are going up the ramp, Wazlo, you get up with no trouble, but Lilith, as you're going up the ramp, one of your crates actually hits against the side of the ship as you're going up and cracks a little bit, and a couple of the peppers that are inside this crate, these really just wildly bright red peppers, spill out of a crack in the crate, and Mark's like, "Oh, hey there! Could you pick that up, friend? If you could pick up those peppers for me, that'd be real great."
If I can pick up the peppers?
Yeah, could you do that, friend?
Lynn, help me by grabbing those peppers.
Are they safe? Hey, Wazlo, you want to grab one real quick?
Len, you volunteered us to get these. You get these peppers.
Can she, like, observe them to see if they're safe? Like,
Can she do what?
does she recognize them or anything?
You could try to roll something if you want.
Like, I'm going to roll, like, investigation or something.
Can I
Sure,
roll
you
my
can do
pepper
perception?
inspection?
Yeah, yeah.
Perception, pepper inspection.
You can roll like investigation or
What about perception?
history or something. I mean, perception would just tell you that yes, they are peppers.
Okay. What about Arcana?
If you think they're magic,
Okay, you know what? I'll just do investigation.
okay,
It's my D20, right?
sure. 5.
5.
Okay, it's fine. I mean, they're you know that these to be fire peppers. So you've heard of them before, and based on the brightness of them, you know that they're probably fire peppers, but you're unsure of the properties of fire peppers. So that's really all you know about them.
Len takes one of her daggers and stabs it and picks it up.
Okay. So you stab one of the fire peppers. And, yeah, okay, so you pick one of them up. There's a few more still on the ground, though.
She puts it... Does she have I think she has a bag.
Yeah, I think you put sand in it, didn't you?
I didn't put... Oh, yeah, I did need grains of
Your little
sand.
bitty pouch. That pepper's not going to fit in your little bag.
Is the pepper
'cause it's-
big enough to make a kebab out of it?
Yeah, can she just make a kebab?
You can make a kebab.
She picks up more peppers with the one dagger.
Okay, so you pick up. Are you gonna pick all of those up? All
Yep.
the ones that spilled? We'll say there's about like a half dozen that fell out.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a kebab of fire peppers. Oh, great! Are you gonna eat those? I'd get a lot of milk if I were you.
Where do you want these?
If you could just, man, you sure did poke a hole in those, didn't you? If you could just try to get those back in that crate, and then maybe if you could push those underneath the other ones so people don't see that those are kind of wrecked to hell. That'd be fantastic, friend.
Okay. She, like, sloughs it off. like, she... I don't know how to say that. Just, like, you know, she rubs it against the edge and all of the peppers fall off. She just kind of looks at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you managed to get the peppers back into the crate.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. All right, no more kebab.
Out of curiosity, we all watch this, right?
Yeah, you're all watching.
Okay. Lilith is curious, so I'd like to lick the sword to see how spicy these peppers are.
Okay, you give a little, you flicker your tongue against this her dagger.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving 10.
Okay, you belch out a large flame of fire. That does cause a small little fire on deck, and Mark goes, "Oh, one of you ate the peppers with no milk. Hey, Gregory, can you come get that?"
Is that the kobold?
And you see the little kobold child come running out with a little bucket of water, and he just, the one that ran to you earlier, and he throws water over the little fire, and he just kind of slowly pads himself up to you. Lilith, like, looks at you and just shakes his head quietly at you and then walks away.
Where's your mother, Gregory?
He turns and looks at you and frowns, narrowing his eyes, and then keeps walking off. Thanks, Greg.
Wazlo thinks she's probably dead. Way to go.
And he walks over to Lilith and he's like,
So, hey, Sergeant Pepper, can maybe keep a few of those peppers on hand for later fire breathing. That was really cool.
It was quite delicious, too.
yeah, can we sneak a few of those peppers out?
You can definitely try a sleight of hand and see if you can
Sleight of hand.
snatch some.
I was thinking like bugle boys. You have like,
It's like put them on my finger.
yeah, like they're just like
Yeah,
fingernails.
Yeah, let me try. Oh yeah, with my fingernails. Let me try to bugle boy, not bugle boy, bugles. Let me try to bugles these peppers.
You can try, see if you can, you'll have to do a sleight of hand, see if you can snatch some without anybody noticing.
Okay,
Go ahead and roll that.
son of a. Well,
Oh no!
Well, I wasn't a 1. Just got a 6 though.
As you reach in and start trying to grab those peppers, all of a sudden you feel a slap against the back of your hand. And Gregory is standing right there again with a tiny little, like leather, what are those little things called where they, like the mob used to carry those and bat people on the back of the heads to knock them out?
What
Clubs?
are those called?
Like a billy
No.
club? No.
Like a whip?
No, they're these little like slabs of leather, just like. Whoop.
That's not like a whip.
He just shakes his head at you.
Wazlo glares at him like. Ugh.
Gregory glares right back.
Wazlo's intimidated.
So Wazlo, now is about the time though that after you are kind of reeling from your little defeat there, you're feeling a little sad about it that you didn't get to steal any of those peppers. And you kind of like just put your hands to your side, and that's when you realize that you're missing a few things. Namely, a few shines and your fleece.
Oh no, not the fleece.
Hey, does anybody know where Wazlo may have lost his fleece or a few shines? Did anyone see Wazlo leave that behind anywhere?
No, but I bet they walked away.
Walked away.
Oh my god, do you think that's possible?
In this case, Wazlo, yes, it is.
Wazlo's completely convinced. You got to be real with them.
Oh, she knows.
Wazlo's contemplating everything he knows.
You hear Mark call from the upper deck because you guys will say that you guys had put those crates kind of in the below deck, and Mark's now calling from the upper deck. And he's like, "Hey, so I think we're ready to get going here. When I said we got a little bit of a small crew, I meant just me and Gregory. We might need your guys' help kind of setting sail. Does anyone know how to run a ship?"
Isn't this your ship?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Someone want to help me pull up this anchor real quick?
Wazlo's demoralized at the moment, he's looking at his hands, reaching in his pockets. You can see him thinking really hard, but he cannot wrap his head around what Lynn just told him.
How did they just walk away?
Oh, by the way, those little leather things are called saps.
Zaps, that's what it is. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Can someone help me pull up the anchor over here? This thing's heavy. Anyone?
I mean, I could try. And Len looks at the other two.
All right, come on over here. Come on up.
Wazlo puts like one of his shines on the ground and just like starts poking at it, just trying to see if it'll move.
I like this constant like cutting back to Wazlo trying to figure out how things work.
So we go up to.
Who's gonna join Mark? Len?
I'll help also.
Okay. So, hey, if you could just so we need to grab this wheel. And he's pointing at this wheel that's laid down like horizontally along the ground. And we just need to, I've seen people do this before. You just grab it and you walk around in a circle and then the anchor goes up. So let's go ahead and do that.
Len just
you ready?
grabs one of the little spokes out of the wheel and pushes.
All right, everyone roll strength except Wazlo, who's still poking a coin.
20.
You got a 2 minus 1, so Len has effectively 1. So Len is basically just like, she's there in spirit, but Mark and Lilith are able to raise anchor, and Mark just kind of like looks at Len and scratches his bald head afterwards. He's like, well, maybe we can find something for you to do. Can you try to help Gregory set the sails?
What does that entail?
Okay, so how about you fly over to where he is, and he points over to a set of ropes near the sails, and Gregory's holding onto the ropes. If you can let him know what direction the wind's blowing, he'll pull on the ropes, and then we'll know where to go, okay?
Sure. Is there like a crow's nest on this ship?
Yeah.
All right. She flies up to the crow's nest to go test the wind.
All right. So I'm gonna have you do a nature check.
19.
Okay.
She's pretty. Being a pixie and being a flying creature, she's quite attuned to the wind.
Okay. So you know that the wind right now is heading west by northwest.
Wind. What are the directions on a compass again?
Oh, that's a bad sign.
Oh wait, I think it's. She points in the direction of the wind. It's going that way.
Okay, Gregory, you get that? He says nothing. He just starts hoisting on the rope, and the sail unfurls, and then the mast starts to turn towards that direction, and it billows out as it catches the wind. Cool. Anyone know how to steer a ship? As I say, does anyone have vehicle handling? Just curious.
Handling?
That's a thing?
Is that a real
It is.
ability?
Yes, it is. I'm just curious to see if anyone happens to have it.
No.
What would that be under?
So you know how like where you might have like proficiency with like dice or cards or things like that? It would be listed under there if you have a vehicle proficiency.
I can use dice and thieves' tools. It's about where I end.
I can paint and calligraphy.
I have playing cards and
So
thieves'
helpful.
tools.
Perfect. Yeah.
But since I'm like the oldest, would I kind of have a little bit sense of what's it called? Like an amateur?
Yeah. And you got that sweet like anchor tattooed on your shoulders, so we just assume.
It was a face. It was off the wall.
Do a
It was free tattoo day.
Yeah.
go ahead and do a wisdom roll and add your survival bonus to it.
Okay.
Lilith.
15 plus 3, 18?
18.
Yes.
So since you are the eldest and you've been around enough to you've seen ships and things before, and just with your general knowledge and wisdom, you are able to kind of figure out, the general basics of steering a ship. In that, turning the wheel, you're going to have to kind of anticipate the direction and headings and things like that, and make movements of the wheel and stuff before you need to head certain directions and everything like that, since there will be kind of a lag between turning that wheel and the direction the ship actually goes. With that said, Lilith is now steering this ship. And Mark's like, hey, cool. I think we got this thing going, fellas. So, what brings you out here now that we're setting sail like real ship peoples? Real sea things. Sea people.
Yeah, Mark, I got a question for you.
Sure.
How long have you been sailing?
Oh, a few minutes.
And where did you get this boat?
I found it at the docks.
Shit.
So,
Why? What's up?
Is this not your ship?
Yeah, it's my ship. I stole it. It's mine.
All right, guys. Lilith, can we go faster somehow?
Let me see the manual real quick. Every ship's glove box has one.
We're doing fine. So you guys are sailing along for a few hours. What are things that the three of you would be doing as you're spending a few hours at sea?
Pretty sure someone's going to be sick.
Wazlo gets seasick pretty easily. We'll make that a character choice. Because I was thinking it'd be funny if somebody did, but I think Wazlo's the grossest, so it'd be funny to for him just to be hurling.
I was thinking Len, maybe she doesn't get like completely seasick because she's had to stow away a couple times, but she's a little pale because it's very unusual for her to be on a ship because it makes her feel uncomfortable because there's not far to run. Not to mention she's used to being either in the air or on the ground, and like when the water's below her, it's unnatural.
Okay.
But she can function. She's fine.
So anything like you're doing to try to pass the time?
She starts cleaning her weapons and checking out her thieves' tools and sharpening stuff.
Okay. Are you going to try to clean that oil off of your blade?
The juice?
Yeah, the pepper oil.
Yeah, but she does it very carefully.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't lick it off, if that's what you're asking.
Lilith, what are you doing to pass the time?
I will be steering the ship, and as I'm steering? Okay. As I'm steering, I'm also daydreaming of hopefully running into kind of what's it called? It's like the mermaid, like Sirius.
Oh, like a siren?
Sirens, yeah. Like I'm daydreaming, hopefully running into sirens. And thinking about what I do, like if I ate a pepper and how like hot and sexy that would be, like licking them with my tongue. So I am daydreaming. I'm basically having my own little hallucinogens from it.
Like every rock we pass, it turns into like a sexy form for her.
And as Wazlo is trying to keep down his fishtail that he ate, what does he do to try to pass the time?
You have bones stuck in your like gums.
I mean, he's also trying to figure out like where his stuff went and if it actually did just get up and walk away. So he's questioning everyone about it. I don't know if everybody's in on the joke, but I know Lynn is sticking to it. So
Lynn's not gonna.
Okay, do a perception roll for me.
Okay. 6.
No, you still have no idea.
Yeah.
Still have no idea where your stuff is.
So he puts one of his shines down, like on one side of the ship, walks to the other side, and then like turns his back. Like maybe if he's not looking at it, it'll move. And then he like looks back, and it's still there. But I'm also imagining maybe like he puts one of the shines down, and then Gregory takes it. So he looks back, and he's like, oh, "It's gone."
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, at one point while your back's turned, Gregory just runs out, snatches it, and runs back.
I think Gregory is also in on the joke.
And even though like you haven't noticed where your stuff is, Len and Lilith have definitely noticed that every once in a while Gregory is sporting a real fuzzy looking cape that he's tied around himself. That looks real familiar, but you have not noticed yet.
Wazlo sees it, but he's just like in his head, just like, that's a nice cloak.
Yeah, you have not.
You're not putting two and two together.
Two and two together. No.
Yeah.
So as you're going along, like you said, several hours, and now it's kind of late afternoon, heading into evening, and you've been kind of going for quite a while, and you've been getting through a bit of a fog. It's getting kind of like smoky out here as you're getting closer and closer to the area around Hammerfall. Len, especially since you've been kind of buzzing around the crow's nest and things like that, Len starts noticing that aside from the sound of your ship gliding through the water, you're noticing the sound of something else even larger moving through the water in the fog nearby.
She flies down to kind of where everybody's in that area. Guys, I don't think we're the only ones in the water. I think there's something in the water.
You mean like fish?
Like a really, really big fish.
Like dinner?
Like death.
Like dinner for us, or we will be its dinner big?
The latter. I think it's in the fog. Is there any way to avoid the fog?
I don't think so. We have to continue north.
The fog starts to fall away. A big ship moves out of the fog towards the side of you. A large brigantine ship, which is about 3 times the size of what you're in right now. And you can see that it's manned by a bunch of dwarven pirates running around the top, starting to prepare their cannons, starting to light lanterns and stuff so that they can see better. And Mark kind of walks out onto the deck and he's like, "Oh, yeah, I've heard about that ship. That's the famous dwarven ship called the Iron Maid. Yes, the ship that belongs to the legendary dwarven hero pirate named Cannonball Jackbeard. They're bound to have all kinds of fun treasure aboard. I think we should sink them."
I think it might be a case of we sink them or they sink us.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Party in Peril Villains, a podcast produced by NerdSloth.com. If you had a good time, please just do us one little favor and share this episode, or clip your favorite parts of the episode and share that with any friends, family, or on social media. And don't forget that you can impact our players and give them an edge by giving us a rating on Apple Podcasts, which translates in-game as Peril Points, which they can use to purchase special items, including weapons or gadgets crafted by our NerdSloth Patreon supporters. Many of the sound effects heard in the show were licensed from Sword Coast Soundscapes, so please visit swordcoastsoundscapes.bandcamp.com to hear all of their amazing ambient and background audio productions. And also a huge thank you to Atlas Music for providing the villain's theme song, Drop the Beat, My Lord. You can find even more of his fantastic modern-day fantasy mixes on YouTube or Songtrader. Love y'all, and roll those 20s. Presented by NerdSloth.
A place for lazy nerds.
If you like what you heard, consider donating at patreon.com/NerdSloth so we can continue bringing you quality shows. Be sure to also leave us a review and share your favorite episodes and clips on social media. If you're looking for more content, visit us at nerdsloth.com.